Dr. Paavola and I had the privilege of coming to you in over 80 episodes of Pastor and the Professor. Dr. Paavola and I and Andrew Raisky behind the camera. We've shared some pretty good times here in the studio. And you may have already heard that Dr. Paavola was called to heaven. And we had 3 more episodes of Pastor and Professor. And I talked to Holly, his wife, and just wanted to know what they thought. And Holly and the kids said, play those last 3 episodes. So we'll have a Pastor and the Professor up to Friday, the 20th of March. And as you watch this episode, I hope, like me, you can feel the joy that Pastor Paavola had in sharing the good news of Jesus. So enjoy. Thank you for joining us, Pastor and the Professor. We have been looking at episodes in the Gospel of John.
We've done a lot of John. We did John, the letter, 1 John, then a letter after that. And now this is our third, I was going to say miracle, but it's our third episode in John, driven by the lectionary. That's what it's looking at, which is great.
Yep.
And
the assigned weekly readings.
Taking us through this month. And now we really have a miracle. As we said last time, we started with a discussion with the woman at the well. And it was a miracle that she came to faith.
Yeah.
Right? Then, chapter 9, we heal a man who's born blind.
Yeah.
And then, now, blind, dead. Let's raise a man.
Miracle of miracles.
This is it. And this is going to be the trigger by which the Pharisees are truly going to say, that's it. We're done. This guy has to go. So, it's a long chapter, chapter 11. Our friends who are watching, you got your text open. That's great. But you know the story. So we won't read the whole long chapter, but it just begins with Lazarus is ill, a friend of Jesus, the famous sisters, Mary and Martha, and such, and they sent message to him.
Yeah, this is a little different in that it's not like the blind man or the Samaritan woman who had never met Jesus.
Right, and he's immediately in their presence.
Yes.
Now, isn't this ironic? The ones he knows so well are kept at a distance.
Exactly. And the ones you wouldn't expect him to talk to.
Right.
Those are sinners.
Samaritan.
Made their bed. They can lie in it.
Yep.
But now all of a sudden, the one you know, he's going to say, who's sick?
Oh,
Lazarus?
Be
right there.
We're there.
But what does he say? He's not going to die.
No, this illness does not lead to death. It's for the glory of God.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then they thought, probably the disciples, he knows about illness.
Yeah.
He knows about this one, surely, even at a distance. He'll be okay.
He could heal it from a distance.
And he's done so many times.
Exactly.
Centurion's servant, the Syrophoenician woman's daughter. Yeah. So he stays. Now, verse 9.
Don't you like...
Okay.
To me, it's amazing. I like this. So when he heard that Lazarus was ill, he stayed 2 days longer.
Yeah. Here we are. But probably not explaining anything to the disciples. We're going to stay here. Oh, okay. All right. But now let's go to Judea again. Now,
after those 2 days.
What I like about verse 8 then, Rabbi, they were seeking to kill you, stone you. Are we going against? One of my classics is that when we feel like we have to tell God stuff he doesn't seem to know.
Oh.
We're going to go back there. That's the place where they want to kill you. You're just saying.
Just in case you were too preoccupied with something else.
Right.
Yeah. That is good. Dear Lord, I have a friend who's sick.
Yeah.
Lives in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Doctors have been trying to help, and God's going, yep, get her on. Keep going.
Come on.
Keep going.
Occasionally, I have had students come at the university saying, I have a friend who, now you don't know him. I have a friend who.
Sure you do.
Sure you do. What's his name? Bob.
Yeah.
If it takes that long.
Yeah.
That's cute. So we're going to, now they're trying to kill you. Are we going to go there again?
So do you think the disciples in these 2 days that Jesus waits are thinking, well, of course he's not going to go there?
No. And nor do we need to, because Lazarus, you said, is not going to die. This illness does not lead to death.
Yeah. And he'll probably, somewhere along the line, before he dies, just, he's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I healed him from here.
And we'll hear about it later. And they might join us. Who knows?
Yeah, there you are.
Exactly.
Yep.
So once again, we have this light idea. Light of the world. The light is not in him. We saw that. Jesus said in chapter 9, I am the light of the world. We talked about the darkness that his enemies lived in, a darkness of sin, and we know this man's a sinner. Now, here again, we have this light imagery. Anyone who walks in darkness, anyway, he sees the light. He doesn't stumble, contrary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're stumbling. But you can see the disciples probably just saying, what? I don't get it. Okay, let's make it real simple. Look at verse 11. Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep. I go to awaken him.
Oh,
Still
that's
not
even
clear enough.
That's even a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you mean he's asleep? Why are we going to wake him up? By the time we get there, he'll be awake.
And sleep is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just leave him sleeping. If he's asleep, he'll recover. I just think about when you visit somebody in the nursing home and extended care, and they've been struggling and they're asleep. The nurses will kill you if you say,
"Oh my gosh, no kidding!
She's asleep. I'll go wake her."
Yeah.
Not on your life.
No.
Leave
your card here.
Yeah,
and we'll put a note on it.
Exactly.
Yep.
If she's sleeping, you just quietly say Psalm 23, the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
And tiptoe your little self out of there. Yeah. Because you want to stay on the good side of those wonderful caregivers. So now Jesus says, all right, let me tell you plainly. I like verse 14. I'm going to tell you plainly. Lazarus has died.
Period.
And I'm glad for your sake I wasn't there. Now let's go. Okay. Don't you love Thomas? Remarking that, again, they want to kill you. Let's go.
See, and
so
when
can die.
When I go to heaven,
and
I want to see certain folks, Thomas's line is not going to be real long.
No, not real long.
Because he is Thomas,
doubting,
the doubter, but he's actually Thomas the brave.
He is.
Nobody. If we were to do a quiz, even the folks who are very active in their faith and in the word, if we were to give the quiz to say, and who said, let us also go that we may die with him? They might say Peter.
Oh, that would be.
John would be a
John
good
could
one.
be good.
Yeah. Would Thomas be in there?
I bet he doesn't get that.
No.
That'd be a beautiful Bible trivia stumper.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go. And I wonder if Jesus just let it go. With Thomas. Thomas said, Lord, let's go. We're going to die.
We'll die with you.
We're going to die with you. Let's
Whatever.
just go. Yeah, right. The first century equivalent of whatever.
Whatever.
I'm not quite sure what that would be, but I'm sure every language in some way said, whatever. Pack your bags, let's go. It reminds me of NCIS. The start of every NCIS, we've watched them all. There's a dead Marine somewhere, and Gibbs always marches into the room and says, grab your gear, we're going. Where about? There's a dead Marine in wherever, and it's the same line every time. We're waiting for that.
Grab your gear.
Grab your gear. That's what he's basically saying now. Grab your gear. We're going to go to him. Not only is he dead, we might be too.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Grab your gear. We're going. Gibbs would deliver that line beautifully.
Oh, now, Lazarus has been dead, and our gospel writer doesn't just say he's dead. He's already been in the tomb for 4 days.
Yeah.
Why is that significant?
It's past any reviving, you are really dead when you've been 4 days.
4 days dead is dead.
Dead. No. And there's no sound coming from, no attempt, nothing. He's dead. And there's no question about it. We know that there were 2 prior resurrection accounts before this, and a much more immediate nature. The young man from the city of Nain, he's being carried out. We know that the funeral would have taken place within 24 hours, but it's been hours, because he's in the casket and he's being carried out. So he's been dead for 12 hours, let's say. The little girl, who in Mark 5 is revived, she just
still
died.
laying on her bed.
Still there. So maybe it's an hour at most. The mourners are there.
But we know she's dead.
She's dead. They think. Well, they know she's dead.
Right.
And Jesus says she's sleeping. So the shortness, we talk about, we love threes. Well, here's a wonderful, the little girl just died. The young man, several hours, less than a day. Oh, boy. No question about this
one's beyond repair.
4 days. 4 days. So he came. All right. And he learned. She's been at it. And then Martha comes. You know, you got to love Mary and Martha. What a pair. We know them from the great Don't You Care That My Sister Has Left Me to Do All the Work?
Martha.
Oh, Martha. So, sort of like Thomas gets a bad rap in one way. Martha probably does too. You know? But Martha, you are a stalwart of you hustled out there to see Jesus, and you're going to end this whole discussion with, yes, Lord, I believe.
Yeah. And she probably would have said, while you were teaching and my sister was at your feet, I was listening.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the kitchen, but I was listening.
I can listen.
I'm a multitasker.
It sounds like everyone who has a job to do during church, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
Ushers are ushering. Yeah. And the wonderful ladies who put out the coffee and donuts, they have to, that coffee just got done. We got to move that in, but they're listening. Of course they can hear us.
I have to deviate for a second.
Okay.
Everyone loves Raymond.
Sure.
Raymond didn't go to church.
No, not much.
Finally, he's persuaded to go.
Oh.
And tells his brother and father, I want to usher too.
And they laugh.
They laugh. You got to earn that one, pal.
No. Yeah. You don't just walk in and become an usher. No.
I chuckled at that one because I was an usher when I was a high school kid.
Yes.
In church. And the older ushers, they would say, let us know when the offering is coming because we're going to go out and get a smoke. So
exactly.
That was my job.
16-year-olds in Butternut, there was basically like a coat rack way. And if you were there, you were only 5 feet from the last pew. You were in church, but no one could see you. It's a solid wall. It's a great place to be a 16-year-old usher. Who doesn't want to be? I'm in church.
Drinking that Coca-Cola.
A
couple of coffees you snagged from the coffee hour.
We never had coffee in Butternut.
No?
I wonder if they do now, but
we never did.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
We never did it.
Well, back then, too.
Yeah.
And also, we had upholstered pews. I know they would have worried right away. Someone's going to spill.
I remember coming here, and I preached in the old church.
Oh, yeah.
So our coffee hour was downstairs. And I said to one of the elderly guys who never came to coffee hour, I said, hey, between services, come on, I'm going to go down and have a cup of coffee. Have a cup of coffee with me. And he said to me, I don't go to the coffee shop to hear a sermon.
Oh.
And I don't go to church to have a cup of coffee. Oh, well,
that's an interesting. There you are. There you go. If you give it that dynamic,
different approach.
Yeah, there you are. So
God bless them.
God bless them. My home church now has great coffee. They have like 2 or 3 different kinds. The creamer is fantastic. We're Finns. Finns love coffee like nobody else. So Trinity Lutheran Church, New York Mills, Minnesota. Fondly remembered. If anyone is watching from Trinity, New York Mills. Great place. Well, anyway, so Martha comes.
Yep.
All right. She heard he was coming. She went. Mary stayed in the house. We understand. And, I'm sure these ladies have been together just as close as can be all this time.
So they have these professional mourners that came to the house. Don't you think Martha just wanted some time with Jesus?
Oh, gosh, yes. He's coming. And you got to say, finally. Yeah. He's coming finally. Yeah. All right, here he comes.
Do you see this as a scolding?
Well, I've often asked the students in verse 21, how do you think she said it? Was it a simple statement of fact, or was there a question inherent in there? Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Or was it, Lord, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died?
Yeah.
Isn't there a question mark behind that?
Yeah.
And we know there's no, the original texts have no punctuation.
Right.
The Greeks.
It's like one run-on sentence.
Right after that, and trusted you were smart enough to know what something is, but now we have to put that in. I think there's a little bit of what? But then look at verse 22, totally redeems that by saying, whatever you ask, God will do.
I want to.
Okay.
I want to believe she was saying, There might have been a lot of people here waiting for you to get here.
True,
right?
true.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus will heal, and you guys are close. He's not going to let friends
Right,
down.
no.
But I know you're powerful enough to take care of the situation now.
Yes. And what's happened does not contradict, you love me. You love Lazarus.
Yep.
Isn't that an incredible faith for her to say, I know you love Lazarus.
Yeah.
I know you love me, even though I know you could have come.
Yeah.
You could have stopped the illness. But this is not gone, destroyed.
There's no point that we can call the point of no return for Jesus.
Right. And why this has happened, he's not going to say. Why did you wait so long?
Yeah.
She doesn't quite ask that, but we're going to move on.
When I do a funeral, someone in the family said, I just never got there in time.
Oh, okay,
if only I had been there, I could have said goodbye or whatever. But you know what? Even better than having made it to say goodbye, we'll be there to say hello.
Exactly. See you. I think I've used this one before. I may mention Peter Marshall. He was the chaplain of the Senate. Mm-hmm. Catherine Marshall wrote Christie. She writes that he had a heart attack at their home early morning, 3, 4, something in the morning. EMTs came, and they were wheeling him out, and she was going to follow very soon after, and not expecting that it was as serious as it was. He said to her simply, the last words that he said to her, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
He died before she got to him in the hospital, and that woman can write, and she writes so beautifully in A Man Named Peter, that how those words meant so much to her, that there's a morning, it's coming, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Isn't that perfect?
Yeah, it is.
Great. So there's a text to read.
Every time we left, my wife says this to me now as I go out the door. She'll always say, "I'll see you later."
Okay, there you go. Which is true. No matter what.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye
I'll see
for now.
you later.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. I'll make a plug here. If you read A Man Named Peter and you want more, I just started reading again. She wrote another volume. It said, "Mr. Jones, Meet the Master."
Oh.
That was one of Peter Marshall's stock phrases. Mr. Jones is their ordinary man, and he wants to bring him in to the faith, and he says simply, "Mr. Jones, meet the Master." It's a great book.
Wow.
All right. Okay, now, so then we got to do this. Lord, if you had been here, my brother would die. Now, whatever you ask, is that your brother will rise again. And Martha says, I know
it.
He'll rise in the resurrection at the last day. Good for you, Martha.
Yeah.
That's true. But she's thinking of this as an event way out there.
Yep.
It's like I always say, it's like seeing one of the 1,000-foot long freighters on Lake Michigan.
Yes. Yeah.
It's out there.
Yep.
And it's coming to port. Not here. I mean, if it pulls into the Concordia University, we don't even have a dock. But you see it. But isn't his reply so much more personal and immediate? I am the resurrection.
Yeah.
You're looking for an event.
I'm not
going to
be.
No.
I am. And just to prove it.
Yes. I'll tell you. Now, again, whoever believes in me, though he die, he'll live. Whoever lives and believes in me never dies. And I love that verse.
Usually that's where we end the verse, but he has another sentence after it.
Do you believe this?
Yeah.
Yes.
And, yes, Lord, I believe.
And to all eternal credit, she does that.
Yeah.
Verse 26, I've often used that, and I know you have too. With someone who is dying, and you say, he who lives and believes in me will never die.
Yeah.
I fear death. And I understand.
Yeah.
It's dark, it's scary,
it's
the how and what's going to happen, what pain.
Yep.
But remember that there really is, for a believer, no death. There is simply the immediacy, life. And we go from life to life.
My dad asked me that not too long ago. What do you think it's like as you die?
Yeah.
And I said, my guess it's like, what was I waiting for?
Why were they hanging
And he
on?
laughed. He said, I imagine. It's like, I said, your last breath on earth, they say, is your first breath in heaven. And it's like, oh my, this is just beautiful.
Yeah. And sometimes we've had people, I would say, wait. You mentioned, somebody who feels bad, they didn't get there.
Yep.
But on the other hand, when they get there, oddly enough, then it's time to pass. I've seen that.
My mom was kind of like that.
Oh, is that somebody should
I'm on
waiting
my way.
for someone? Yeah.
Yep. And she asked a couple times.
Doesn't always happen. I've had also where they sadly miss, but that's all right.
Yeah.
They say, you know what? They're in heaven, and we're going to see them.
One thing you don't miss is the resurrection.
Yes.
It's there.
So it's come. So to Martha's credit, I believe you are the Christ, the Son of God, who's coming in the world. Martha, you couldn't say it better. So the resurrection is, yes, it's coming, but boy, it's also right here in the one who is living and the light of the world.
Yep.
So now let's go. Now Mary gets to say the very same sentence that Martha did. Lord, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died. Same thing. Maybe they said it a little different.
Yeah.
It could be, but there it is.
I think they both, along with others in that house, might have been saying, he passed away. Man, oh man. You know what? Jesus had been here.
It would have been.
Which
is a part of faith.
It is.
To say, he could save. Maybe he could have even raised him if we get to it right away.
And they're not saying, oh, Mr. Dilly-dally.
No.
They're just stating a fact.
They're thinking, he's doing something.
Yeah.
How important it was.
Yeah, it's too bad he wasn't closer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and notice Jesus never explains, see, I had this thing. There was a thing I had to do, or no.
I heard Lazarus was sick, so I decided to stay a couple more
Exactly,
days.
right. They've been asking me to do a series, so I thought I better stay there,
I was the keynote speaker.
Exactly. We have been to many of those. I'm sorry. My family desperately needs me, but I signed up for this 6 months ago. I can't. I can't just leave them. It's one of the things about this job. You can't just plug in a substitute.
No.
If they signed you up to speak on a topic that you at least allegedly know something of, you can't just say to your friend, "Hey, you want to go in there for me?"
Yeah, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah. It'll all be the same. Oh, tell them it'll be better. So there they come.
Where have you laid him?
Where have you laid him? Oh, and then Jesus wept. I love this.
Yeah.
Jesus wept, and then the split of the reaction. So some said, see how he loved him. And boy, the next one had a different tone. Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind have kept this man from dying? What a difference in how you say it.
He's crying because he loved him? No. He's crying because he didn't get there in time.
Right, exactly. And he should have.
He darn well should have.
We got that whole blind man thing.
Yeah.
Let's bring that back up again.
Yeah.
He did that for this nameless beggar. Isn't this his friend? Come on.
So do you think the crying of Jesus was more about I heard someone say, well, he was crying because he had to take Lazarus out of heaven. But I'm not necessarily there. But I think looking at the tomb really brought everything into perspective for everybody. This is the result of sin.
Yes.
And doesn't he mourn over the condition of humanity?
And the sorrow of the sisters.
Yes.
They are still sorrowful. They still have this question.
Yeah.
If you've been here, that sorrow is not something he just sheds off. He takes it to heart.
He'll rise again.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's hurting.
Right.
But these are the effects of sin.
Right.
He's going to die.
Yes. We all vicariously join in someone's loss or joy.
Right.
Right. We're happy at weddings, at a funeral, even if you attend because it's some extension.
Yeah.
You see the loss for the widow or the family.
Yeah.
You're pretty hard-hearted if you say, yeah, whatever. Boy, I hope we get out of here pretty soon.
One of the folks that work on the staff at our Redeemer lost a sister.
Oh.
And now, just a couple weeks ago, lost the second sister.
Oh, my goodness.
And he is just such a tender man, and he's heartbroken.
Exactly.
And we wept for him, not only with him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are those, we all say this, most men live lives of quiet desperation.
Yeah.
Thoreau, I believe, said that. And when you get a chance to talk to someone, the classic, can I talk? You got a minute? Or you call or something.
Yeah.
And that is not a 1 minute story.
Oh, no.
And it goes on and did you know? And oh my heavenly days. You can't help but feel for him. I wish we could do. Now, Jesus can do something, but he genuinely feels first.
It's
he
not,
wept, and then he raised.
It's not sympathy, it's empathy.
Oh, okay.
He has sympathy would be sitting up in heaven saying, oh, that's too bad.
That is too bad. Yeah.
Empathy is coming down and saying, I know how you feel.
I feel it
Because it
myself.
could be like, I remember when my dad Joseph died.
Right.
Right.
I feel it.
Or he's my friend.
Yes.
Lazarus was my friend.
Right.
And
I feel your loss,
I have
his
a loss.
loss.
Yeah.
I
So
like that.
It's more of it's not a, oh, you poor people. It's like, oh, we're in this together.
Yeah.
He came and he not only dwelt among us,
Absolutely.
he experienced along with us.
Some have suggested, and I'm not real big on this one, that Jesus is weeping for himself.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that I don't
No.
know.
No.
He full well knows the death is coming, and yes, he will pray with great fervor in the Garden of Gethsemane about his own coming death. But this is a different time and place.
It is. And he'll know that he's dying for this,
Right.
but his death is the victory.
Right. Whereas this is
That's the defeat.
right, and the loss for these women too. Also feeling for their angst of, what are we going to do now?
Yeah.
How are we going to live? So
You know, if you
There
think
you go.
about it, Jesus is the only person ever born in this world with the sole reason to die.
did I?
None of us were born to die. We were born to live.
Live. That's what we do, and we want to take that seamless journey from life to life.
Yes.
So I love you saying, "If I live and believe, I'll never die."
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
You got it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no intermediary
no
place.
No.
But he's the only guy that specifically came here to die.
Mm-hmm. Right. And yet no one takes my life from me. I lay it down of my
lay it
own
down.
that I might take it up again. That was,
Yeah.
in fact, right before here, chapter 10
Yeah.
of
Yes.
John. Exactly. Well, we better get, because with
Yeah.
the drama, okay, he goes. There's the cave. There's the stone. Take away the stone. And then Martha says, Lord, it's
time out.
been 4 days. This is, didn't I tell you, if you believed, you'd see the glory of God? So you like Martha. She's very acutely aware of the logistics of this, if this happens. So Jesus lifted up his, I love this line, Father, I thank you. You've heard me. You always hear me. Say this on account of the people standing around.
Yeah.
I don't need to, but they need to know that it's me with the Father
Yes.
doing this.
Yeah, because the Pharisees are always one. By what authority? By
Yeah,
what authority?
right,
By what
right,
authority?
right.
And it's like, bingo.
Where are you getting this? Well,
Yeah.
all right. And then Lazarus come out. And the man who had died came out. Don't you love 44? The man who had died. Not just Lazarus came out, the one who had died. So no question about it.
Don't you think just a little bit of pause for drama?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, he
Yeah.
isn't like right on the other side of the stone.
No.
It's like, what's going to happen?
When did
What's
that
gonna happen?
moment
And here he
come?
comes. Here he
And
comes.
he comes to life, and then he comes out, the man who had died.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, yes, this one, having been bound, you know, it had to be a little bit of a challenge coming out, but he made it.
And what does Jesus say?
untie
The
him.
last part, unbind him and let him go. He
Yeah.
was alive but still bound. I read just such a nice
Oh.
devotion on this,
Oh,
that we come out of the tomb of guilt and shame
right,
because of
right,
forgiveness, and yet sometimes we don't live those lives fully. It's like we're still bound by the.
I'm still
So
wrapped.
Jesus also takes off those grave clothes. Why?
Right.
So that we can go.
Go. On the farm, the calves that were born lived in 3 small pens, gradation of size as going on. And they were there for, the dead of winter. If you were born in November, we're not putting you out. It's cold. It's Minnesota. I know it's 20, 30 below. So then come spring, you finally would turn the calves loose out into a gated pasture, barbed wire fences, of which they know nothing. Because the pens that they were in were wood.
Pretty comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. But they were wood, like a picket fence.
So I
type
can lean
wood.
against it.
And you can see it. Well, they don't see. But I will say this: that when you bring them out and you turn them loose, and they suddenly look at a 2-acre open field,
They're on their way.
Woo! They are happy. They're bucking. They're joyful. They are that bonk. They hit the fence. Okay, turn around. The brighter ones learn quicker than the duller ones. But Lazarus come forth. Turn him loose. And we'd like to think that every day he said, I can't believe this.
I know.
It's all working.
Yeah.
I got to go. I got to walk. I got to run. I got to,
Yeah.
And even to say to the sisters, girls, look at this. Look at that. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I hear a lot of people say, this was not a resurrection. This is a raising.
Okay.
I don't know if this is nitpicking.
Okay, what is the
resurrection would be eternally.
Oh, well, yeah.
He was raised. He would die again.
He will die again. Yeah. And another thing that we don't have time for because our time is running out. People come in the next ones. That people come to hear him.
Oh, yeah.
But we never do.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Now, today, he would be on every talk show.
Oh, he'd have a book. He'd be on a book tour.
We would get every word he possibly could say.
Yeah.
But we don't because now I'm going to borrow all the way back from the Transfiguration. After they had seen Moses and Elijah and heard the voice of the Father, they were told, listen to him.
Yeah.
And the him is not Lazarus. Listen to Jesus.
Yeah.
So you and I are eager to hear, Lazarus, what was it like? Even Lazarus, I suspect, would say, don't waste your time on me. No. Listen to him.
And who do we hear from? The Pharisees.
Oh, well, yeah. Now we got to kill him. And they, and remember, Caiaphas, the high priest, says, you don't know. It's better for one man to die than the nation perish. And he didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
But true word. It is better for one.
Now,
he'll choose to do it.
This is getting us nowhere.
Yeah.
Whole world's going to go after him.
Exactly.
Well, that was the plan.
There was a plan. Fast and Furious. Old movie. There's a bad guy.
3, 4, 5.
This is the original. Back there's a man who's an undercover cop. He drives a red Toyota sports car. There is Vin Diesel, who is the bad guy. He's driving a big black Dodge. They go racing at the very end of the movie, and his car gets hit by a train. Flips, lands back on its wheels, and it's totaled. It's done. Now, Paul Walker, the other guy, the cop, his car is fine. He made it through. Okay. So he gets out. He helps Vin Diesel get out of the destroyed Dodge, and you can hear sirens in the back. And they're coming. They're coming to arrest him. And he can't go anywhere. His car is destroyed. And all Paul Walker does is takes the keys for the Toyota and gives it to him. And it's clear. If you let him go, they're going to come for you. That's right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
You let Lazarus out, they're going to come for you.
Yeah.
And they do.
And
that's the end of the movie. They come for him. He's arrested. And the other guy drives away. And isn't that us?
Vin Diesel.
He steps into a tomb to bear the sins of the world, to set us free, so that he who lives and believes in me will never die. And we get to go. So hear the sirens.
Yeah.
They're coming for you.
Yeah.
But that's his choice.
And now we're on the doorstep of Holy Week. And
Yep, and exactly. And we've got one more chapter to go in our 1, 2, 3, 4 of John. So John 12 is waiting for us in our next go around. And I think we're just over 30. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So, all right.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
And have a God-blessed, enjoyable week. And until then, see you in church.